Today's content is going to be very interesting and a life-changing session for day traders. The most important quality of a trader is being patient, and you need to hear the session with patience and attention. So if you find this whole session boring, then simply I can say that simply trading is not for you. You can watch thousands of videos on YouTube and the result will be simply zero. Mark my words. Now move on. Took me a while to decide what to talk about it. Since I have a finance perspective, I had somehow to bring in some finance and more specifically the psychology of finance. Okay, so here it is. One of my biggest hobby is myth busting service. That means taking some concepts. I have been doing that for my whole life. You hear things 1,000 times. After why you start believing it's the truth, right? And it takes a while to realize sometimes it's just conditioning. Okay. So I enjoy doing that with small things and big things. So I will combine myth busting with finance, and I will give you my statements in few minutes. Okay, so I teach finance. I have been doing for I have been doing it for past 20 years. It's funny, it's fun, can be boring sometimes, but it's a very interesting topic. I have done some research about it, and for the past few years I am also trading financial instruments. You know what that means, right? And since I am researching, I am doing trading, and I am researching traders. Do you know that traders, people who buy and sell stocks, currencies, right? You understand that? Okay, right. The success rate is less than 5%. Let me say once more, the success rate is less than 5%. This means if we have 100 people here, less than 5 will make money. Sometimes even less than that. So why is that question deserves some research. Now trading is very fun, very exciting, very unpredictable. Okay, you buy, you sell stock, you heard some news, you think it's gonna up, it's gonna go up or it's go down. You think it's gonna go down, it goes up. You don't understand, right? So how can you make money in such and predict the predictable environment? Well, the trick is to get into the psychology of trading. The mistake of some people is that they think there is some magic somewhere. Okay, there's some magical strategies, or there are some magical indicator or magical formula. Who will find it, and then I will make millions of dollars. But trading is very, very hard, right? For psychological reasons, just like almost any field of psychology is very important. So let's explore that. That's the mind of a trader, of financial trader. Okay, so let's understand the minds of a trader. I mean financial trader. Okay, so it's very interesting. Then a successful trader has a poker face, just like mine. What is the poker face? Poker voice, poker face. No idea. Well, first of all, at poker. For if you see successful traders expressing their ideas, you don't know if they're happy or sad. Okay, you don't have to have in good times or bad times. They just have the same tone, same face, and they keep it for a long time. Let me say once more. They just have the same tone, same face, and they keep it for a long time. To them, being in the marriage or funeral is the same thing. To them, being in a marriage or funeral is the same thing. Making money or losing money, or at least in appearance, is the same thing. So you understand the point. Okay, they control their emotions. Okay, they cannot stop emotions or things popping up in our head, but they don't let these emotions control them. Okay, They are highly organized and highly disciplined. They wake up every day at the same time. They do exactly the same routine. They don't think they work like machines. Okay, they have the same working hours, they have the same resting hours, they do their exercises at the same time every day. Okay, so they are highly disciplined beyond the normal person. And in trading, the characteristic of trading is that you make money and you lose money sometimes. Okay, that's the part of the nature of this game. And to them, when you see them a successful trader, but when they make money or lose money, it's exactly the same thing. You will find the same. You will be also finding the same thing. They will sit still, go out there and do the same routine and do the same thing, do their exercise, have the dinner at the same time, etc. Nothing really changes. So they have this poker life. They don't show their face. Okay, and that's really the nature of the characteristic of these personalities. They have also what we call a probability mindset. Please note that term. That is probability mindset. And here I am about to get into my statement. And what is the probability mindset? Probability, let's understand what is the probability mindset. A probability mindset, that means they think in terms of probability, and this is not very natural. Very few people can think in terms of probability. What does it mean? They really think in terms of probabilities. They don't think in a deterministic way, like people who you know who would like to have a fixed salary, would like to have a fixed life, would like to know what they will have for dinner tonight, etc. Now these guys, they can have a winning month, they can have a losing month, etc. So probability means that they get into something and they know the probability of success and the probability of failure. Just like when you flip a coin, right? You flip a coin, what is the probability that you will have had 50%, right? So you don't know exactly in which flip you will, if you will, or it will be head or tail, right? But you know, if you do it 10,000 times, what will happen? It will be 5,050. All right, this is how they think. So to them, you have to keep doing the same thing over and over and over thousands of times in a very boring way, without thinking to get their probability of success, which usually to them is more than 50%, right? So it's okay if you lose sometimes. You will win more than you will lose. But this is so heavy on thinking mind that it's 95% people cannot do that. Okay, usually because they don't know how to do it. So these people, they are not projecting in the future. I'm talking about these people like they are aliens. So they're actually like aliens. They are supernatural in a way. They have no projections in the future, right? They don't think about tomorrow after tomorrow. Well, actually they think about it, but it's not affecting their emotions, right? They are here now. They're always in the present mind. They're mindful. Okay, they can feel their body, their sensation. They can hear you. They can analyze what you say in an unbiased way, which is very hard because the mind tends to be projected in other things that are not here, right? This is the natural way of doing things. To them, nothing is a problem. It's a situation. Everything is a situation, whether we perceive it to be good or bad. We are in a situation. We have to manage it. Okay, so if the situation is what we call bad, well, I will get rid of it as fast as possible. Okay, that translate into them. When you have a losing trade, I will not let the loss go very far away. I will get rid of it now, right now, before the loss gets bigger. Okay, that's very hard to do because we don't accept a loss. Let me say once more, we don't accept a loss. So sometimes we have to we have a losing possession, and we keep losing possession until it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Okay, when a situation is bad, then you try to make the more or good, sorry, what you perceive to be good, we try to keep it as long as possible, make the most of it. Okay, so we pronounce the good situations and we shorten the bad situations, and this is the probability mindset. This is how you win. It's this this is similar to what people say, you do it over. If you fail, you do it over. If you fail, keep doing it until you succeed. It's kind of similar, but it's not exact. Said it's a probability way of thinking. Now the interesting part is that and here is a little bit controversial, because positivity is really a big thing for everybody, right? Well, there's guys, they don't do what they do in terms of positivity. Okay, and I will go as far as there is confusion of what positivity is, because I don't really think positivity gets to the good things. Okay, it's other things that will get you there. Positivity is more like sugar, and it makes you feel good, right? But if, since we live in a world of duality, if you think about positive, there is no way that you can forget about negative things, right? So it's a tricky concept. So it's not about positivity. Please, when you pass 6 months or 1 year or 2 years or 5 years, you pass your trading life, but till then also remember this point, that it's not about positivity. Positivity is a future, it's not now. These guys are not about hope. Again, hope is similar to positivity. Okay, I'm not really saying there's things are bad, but what I am saying is that they have a dark side to them. Okay, positivity and hope can be very tricky. I know people who have been positive all their life and they really haven't done much, but when you see them, they are positive. If you throw something bad at them, they will look at it from a perspective, and they will interpret it as a being good. So they always play in this ping pong game of good bad. But you cannot think about bad and not good, or think about good and not bad. So you as a trader, you will play in this ping pong game, and it's very tiring, and believe me, can be very tiring for some people. Okay, so no positivity, no hope. So we replace this concept by clarity. So with what word we are replacing the positivity thing with clarity. The traders have a clear mind. What is a clear mind? A clear mind is a mind that is here present, that is not affected by the future, the past, by the hope. Now it's here completely empty and biased, interpreted things as they are, not as the mind thinks they are. Okay, so we will replace hope by focus. We will replace hope by focus, and we will replace the word positivity by clarity. So into the world of trading and finance, we change positivity and hope to clarity and focus. In other words, we want to be here and not okay. So what's wrong with positivity? I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just talking about the dark side of positivity. Okay, well, you know that saying the people are positive, that saying when life throws at you or living with you, do you make lemonade, right? That's famous saying for the positive community, which is almost everybody. But the problem is if you have a lemon, do you know how to make lemonade? If you know, if you understand what I'm saying, because there's always a gap. Okay. And if life gives you what you think is lemon, is it really a lemon? Because sometimes what you think is bad, you think something happens, something else happens, right? You wait a little bit, you realize it wasn't so bad, because it threw you into something that opened some doors for you. Okay, so it's always a mind interpretation. What appears to be bad can be good in a longer perspective, and vice versa. Okay, I want to have this. For example, I want to have this nice house, but I don't have a nice house now. there is a gap, and the gap can be widened. Why? Well, because you start wondering, how on earth I gonna get the money to get this house, right? Is this legitimate, right? So you can get into a vicious cycle of thinking that widens the gap, and it happens all the time. Okay, like what he just said before, it's said because you think positive about something that it will happen. Okay, because there is now a reality that is in front of you that keeps throwing you away from it. So at the end it might get worse, and this is what happens to most people. That's the reality. So it's not easy to manage. So closing the gap is between what you want and what you see, right? Because what you see right now can be very bad according to your judgment. Okay, but it's here, so it's affecting you, and it's hard to get away from it. That's why most of the rich people are from family of money, right? Most of the poor people are from families who don't have money. That's the way it is. Because that's what you see. It affects you all the time. So the people who go from one to other, because they applied, or they're very high self-discipline, or some kind of self-pressure, self-clarity, that we call that got them to get there, and it's really a minority. We have to be real about it. The last thing about positivity, or before last thing, is that positivity and hope, willpower, motivation, these things need a lot of energy, isn't it, right? You have to keep pressuring yourself to remember to think about this all the time, right? And this in a sort of final way can be fueled by sugar. Yeah, I mean, if you want to motivate yourself all the time, keep repeating information all the time, keep doing all this. You might have to eat a lot of sugar, because you need that energy. It's an energy that you need that will go away. So I know a lot of fat positive people. I'm sorry about that, but that's it's one of the risks if you use positivity, I would say, the wrong way, and it can lead to depression. That's why there are scientific studies about this. People tend to ignore the dark side of these things, but there are some negative or some studies that actually link positivity to depression. Why? Because they have the gap that I said, the gap between what you want, what you really want, and what you have, and that you cannot close by not closing it. You can have some mental issues. Okay, all right. So we want to replace positivity and hope with clarity and focus. Okay, so clarity and focus, that means you are here. Okay, not there, you are here. I am not in tomorrow, I am not in the other building, I am here. I am watching you, I'm trying to feel you on trying to feel the building without any biased judgment. Okay, this is what clarity is. I'm empty in my mind, so I can judge you based off all my programs, so I can judge you as you are. Okay, this is what clarity is. And of course, focus goes with clarity. This means I have to find a way to focus on you, to be here right now. Okay, so I really believe that a lot of people who make it, who do good things, they talk about positivity, but sometimes they have this clear mind. Okay, and they add positivity to it, and they have a very nice mix, but some people just cannot make it with positivity. Okay, and they are not given the right directions into starting working on clear on their mind before they can become positive. Okay, so when you are clear, it's not that you have no emotion. That's not really that's not really exactly, but it's, we are human beings. You cannot stop thinking, right? You cannot stop emotions, but what you can work on stopping or limiting the impact of your emotions on you. Okay, and then that can be done with some work. Okay, so no emotions thanks are what we are what they are not, as I am seeing you as you are, hopefully not as I am, not filters of my mind. This is, this is how traders make money, because they are able to judge the market based on what is not on what my mind is. Okay, not on what happened yesterday, or when we could go, where we could go, etc. Okay, that's what clarity is. I cannot just think, well, if I am positive is tomorrow. No, you know what I mean. Now you know what I mean, right? These guys are single. These guys are single minded, of course. I mean, traders are single minded because they are very focused, and they have realistic expectations. Okay, realistic expectation. And I think somebody touched on that, is that it's things are not as simple as you might think. For example, a few days ago or a few weeks ago, I was interviewing one guy to work in the finance academy for me, and he wanted to impress me. In first thing he said, you have to hire me. I am the future Warren Buffett. I am very positive. I told him, first of all, Warren Buffett is not a trader. He is an investor, where he invests in financial instrument, but he is not a typical trader, and I don't like that much positivity. And I wanted to say something, but it's gone. But anyways, I ended up hiring him, not because of him, not because of his positivity, because he was really funny, because he knew about finance somehow. Okay, but I told him, Warren Buffett is not an investor, and it's not realistic. There's only one. There is only one Warren Buffett. There will never be another Warren Buffett, right? And another one will be like perfect. People like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, or whatever, these big names. These people, we call them statistical outliers. I don't know if anybody knows what that means. Statistical. Even I mean just listen to Bill Gates. He said he says that I'm here because I'm lucky. There is nothing about being positive or something. Okay, of course, if you do good things will happen to you, but don't expect to become Bill Gates. Expect something good to happen. Okay, so there's things, so there's what I mean, be realistic. Unrealistic expectation. You have to do your best. You have to work hard. You have to create expectation and objectives and expect good things to happen, but don't try to be something that is purely statistically error. Okay, for example, I have a statistical error because I'm almost 2 meters, right? How many people are 2 meters? I am the tallest guy in the building, right? That's what Bill Gates is. It's like a 2 meter 20 basketball player. You will have very few people that will go, will get to that point, and usually it's pure luck. It's not success. That is your luck. It's the extent of success. That is pure luck. Okay, however, let's remain positive, right? If you work hard, if you do good things will happen, but just don't be unrealistic. Okay, now I want to finish by giving you total, just maybe how little bit to become clearer. First of all, since we are talking about success, we enjoy success. We would like to have we all would like to have success. Well, success, first of all, it's up to you to define it. You define what success is for you. If you success have a salami sandwich, that's fine, and it's nobody's business to judge you, right? If success for you is to have a lot of money, good for you. Just make sure that you don't have that gap that you can get there, and the gap is not too strong for you. Okay, so you define what success is, then you clear your mind. Try to find or learn some tools that will help you clear your mind. Okay, learn to live in the moment right now. I want to be here, not there. I was just things as they are, not as I am. right? That's another way of saying walk the path of probability. That's the bet of the probability is repeating the same thing exactly without thinking over and over and over and over, right? And the statistic will be on your side at the end. By probability, you will win when you do it. 100 such there is nothing. It's not a miracle, it's purely mechanical. When you repeat things over and over, statistically speaking, you will, if you choose a good distribution, you will win, right? Okay, so it's not magical. Okay, it's exactly like a blind walks, right? You blind walk successfully by going this way, then this way, then this way. It's never straight. Back. Okay, that's the probabilities way of thinking. Okay. How do you have a clear mind then? This is a $1 billion question. How do you have a clear mind? Well, I'm sure there are many ways, but to me, I think the best way is just learn how to breathe. It's as simple as that. Simple does not. It's as simple as that, right? But simple does not mean easy. Right, simple just means that you know the path is very clear. If you learn how to breathe, I'm not necessarily talking about meditation. When you learn how to focus on your breathing, you learn to become single-minded. If you focus on your breathing, you are here. Okay, so this is an exercise that you can read about it, research it, but it's clarity of mind. Clarity is directly linked to how you breathe. If you breathe well, if you learn how to breathe, you will have a clearer mind, and maybe you will become a good trader. Okay, thank you very much for this session.